22-yard line. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
To throw on third down, Trader. Throwing left side, it's complete. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
On 1st and 10, Trader forced out to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. From the gun, Trader. And this is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Trader into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They convert on third with a gain of 22. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the... Five yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line.
Here we go.
Now receiver in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And to give this time to the tailback. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Let's go.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now out comes Houston. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And some room to roam now. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Trader. And that'll be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Detroit! Detroit!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And they'll go on the ground. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go. Green
To throw on second down. Schrader. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now a handoff here to his running back. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. And ready now for 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. Looking to throw on second down. Schrader being chased out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Some on this play, being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Operating from the gun, Schrader, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure. Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Wide open receiver complete. A very solid gain of 27. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And the Patriots are out to an early lead there over the Jets. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The slot man in motion right. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. They'll try the left side. Adams. They find some open field here. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. Flag 38.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now they'll run it on the taunts. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
on second down, they'll try and run the counter. Oh, nice move. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On third down, it's Adams. Room here to run. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Come on, let's go! Trans 38! Trans Ohio!
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Come on, let's go!
A handoff as they run the counter play. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. A handoff as they run the counter play. How about this defense? For a 3rd straight play, he's going nowhere. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Here we go! Trans, let's round! Let's round! Let's round!
He'll drop to throw. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Here we go! Trans 38!
Now a handoff looking right. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Come on, let's go!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Let's go!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go!
He'll drop to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. First down, Trader. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now out comes Houston. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Let's go!
To throw on second down. Trader steps away to his left. Gets past one man. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Throwing on first down. Trader eluding the pressure right. And he's got some space here. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Shift together here from the D-line. Back to throw. Trader throwing left side here, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. On 1st and 10, Trader. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, fighting off the defender. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out comes Houston. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Off play action. Trader. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Looking to throw. Trader. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. Now the Titans getting set to go. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Slot man moves right. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. And he's got room. And out of bounds right around the 20. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. The Titans on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now, remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, fourth quarter now at Soldier Field. And the Cardinals have scored. That one's been interesting. They retake the lead. Mitch Trubisky, 2 touchdown passes to lead the way. Throwing to start the drive. Schrader. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Let's go. 1, 9.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now a desperation throw deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Look at 56. Look at 56.
On first down, Schrader. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Schrader. Going to throw right side here. Complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Schrader. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. To throw again, Trader. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And that will write a finish to this ball game. This is a crew that came into the year saying we're going to win 10 games. They really thought.